Media personalities, as I've read also in the paper, and I would want to say that I think it's a positive thing when people in high office or who are celebrities or in media come out and pronounce their status. That is one way to destigmatize the disease. If you remember, with HIV, it was the same thing. But of course, when we talk about COVID, it is not anywhere near HIV in terms of the reasons why it was stigmatized. So we need to encourage that when people do come out and state their case. It helps us to be able to destigmatize the disease, to recognize that this is a disease that can affect anyone, and it is a disease that if we handle it well and get it at the right time, that most of the people will recover from this disease. Targeted testing. I think when we say we are doing 3,000, today we said we did over 3,000. Let me see exactly how many we tested today. 36, 37. That is a large number of tests. And I believe and I'm certain that quite a number of these tests is still targeted testing, going to certain places to look at a particular spots. So we have not, in a sense, stopped any of this targeted testing. I think we're doing it. We may not be doing it at a scale that we had done it in some points in the past. But targeted testing is still going on, as well as testing of contacts and contact tracing. That's happening. And so I would not entirely say that we are not doing targeted testing, unless by targeted testing you mean something else in terms of what your expectations would be.
Sir, just a clarification,
yeah.
Because some of them came out even last week to announce their status that they are positive, but we haven't seen any target testing in any of the media houses, despite reporting cases weeks ago. Maybe when do you plan to do target testing in media houses that have reported cases?
Oh, you mean in media houses?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I didn't get that. You mean the media houses have made a request for the ministry to come and test people in those media houses? That's what you're saying, correct?
My concern is it supposed to be a request once a place like a media house reports one or two cases? Is it supposed to be a request, or it's automatic that the ministry is supposed to do target testing in that particular area?
That's not called targeted testing.
Okay.
That is called contact tracing.
All right.
And that happens. That is part of the protocol, that once somebody is found to be positive within a particular work environment or any other environment, then that person contacts must be traced. So contact tracing is part of the protocol. It happens. But beyond that, what might happen is that, for example, in an institution, if such a situation arises, the institution may then wish to do a test of people within that institution on that building. And I think that is what I was driving at, whether that request was made. And that usually can happen. And the ministry responds to such a request and will send a team to do much broader testing. But the contact tracing is part of the protocol and procedure, and it happens because it's important to do that in order to be able to contain that virus within that environment at that particular time when a positive case is discovered. Graham, stigma, I think I spoke about stigma, but the practice and what we are seeing out there, whether it is contributing to stigmatizing the disease, from where we stand as a ministry and the advice and direction we provide, this is any other disease. We would not want this disease to be stigmatized, and we would want to fight any moves that will lead to stigmatization.